Grand afternoon. Grand afternoon. This is Lotus Flower Bomb with Lotus's Imperium of Love, Light, and Healing. And I'm coming to you guys this afternoon with a spiritual download. This is a timeless message. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If the message don't apply, please let it fly. Energy is fluid, time is fluid. So this message could resonate for some things that have been going on in the past. This could be some things going on now, or this could be energy that you could be facing in the future. Grand afternoon, Sis Mel, and grand afternoon, Sis Aretha. Love, light, and healing to you and your family, love, and happy holidays. Um, this download this afternoon, um, I'm going to be talking about a number of things um, about spiritual journey and in and out this year. Y'all may have to excuse me because I may have to put it on mute from time to time because I'm still coughing a little bit and I don't want to cough in anybody's ear. But thanks everybody for joining me on this live. Thank you for those of you who come across this message in the future. Okay, I'm gonna start off by, and if you guys can't hear me, you guys have to let me know because I can't hear myself, but I can see the messages on the phone. Grand Great, excuse me, Grand Rising, Malika, love, light, and healing to you and your family, love. But I want to talk about the year the year of the snake. We're currently in 2025. We're in the year of the snake, and in 2026 will be in the year of the horses. So when we talk about snakes, we talk about transformation, rebirth, healing, life force energy. And when we're talking about transformation and rebirth, we're talking about shedding our old skin, shedding those old ways of thinking, shedding those old belief systems, things of that nature. Grand evening, sis. Open. Love, light, and healing to you and the family, love. Thanks for joining me. Again, we're going to talk about the year of the snake and the year of the horse. 2025 is the year of the snake. That's what we're leaving out of. And we're going into the year of the horses. Mind you guys, we are still in the age of Aquarius. And in the age of Aquarius, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to be coming out. And with us being in the year of the horses, excuse me, the year of the snakes, again, we're talking about transformation. As we transform and we get ready for this next season, we're going to be shedding a lot of old habits, old ways of thinking, old relationships. And when we say relationships, we're not just talking about intimate relationships. We're talking about familial relationships. We're talking about business relationships. We're talking about relationships with people around us. When you get on a spiritual journey, and we all are on a spiritual journey, but again, like I said, take what resonates and leave the rest. If you don't believe in these things, just stay and listen to the message. It's no ill feelings. All is welcome. This is just for informational purposes only for those people who resonate with these messages. But 2025 has been filled with a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of upheavals. a lot of losses. And I know while we've been going through these losses, it's been hard, and we're not talking about necessarily physical losses, but I give my condolences to everyone who has experienced physical loss on this journey during this year or the years prior to this message. But on a spiritual journey, we have a divine mission. We have things that the Most High God want us to do on this journey as a collective in order to raise the vibration of the planet. The planet is also going through a transformation, especially leaving out of the fall, going into the winter season. As we move into fall, we see a lot of the leaves changing colors, getting ready for wintertime, getting ready for springtime when things are going to be renewed. But in order for things to be renewed, we have to make space for those things. And in order to make space for those things, we have to let go of some things. And a lot of times we're stubborn and we don't like to let go and we don't like to release when the Most High God tells us, because sometimes we don't listen to our intuition because we don't think that our intuition is telling us these things. So we stay complacent in those spaces that the Most High God is trying to get us out of to get us to the next level. Again, we're talking about snakes. We're talking about shedding skin. We're talking about transformation. We're talking about letting go. A lot of people could be going through ascension symptoms at this time. You could be feeling the need to cry all of a sudden. And it's okay to cry, and it's okay to feel these things when emotions come up. When emotions come up and things come up, thank you, sis. Open. It's okay. You can listen in the background. It's okay. Um, about like I said, letting go, releasing things. Ascension symptoms that we could be experiencing at this time could be flu-like symptoms, cold-like symptoms, and we know when we get a cold, um, or flu. And I am not a medical professional, so if you feel like you need to go to the doctor, please, you guys, please go to the doctor if you feel like you need to see a medical professional. But headaches, flu-like symptoms, cold, we're coughing up flagellant, and in order to get rid of a cold, to get rid of flu symptoms, when this ick stuff come up, we have to spit it out because we don't want to keep these things in our body. Just like energy, we have to continuously be clearing our energy in the morning, clearing our energy throughout the day, clearing our energy at night before we go to bed. But we want to continuously be repeating these cycles of releasing. And these releases are for our highest good. It's not to hurt us. Um, like I said, when we're releasing things, when the Most High God is telling us to release things, rejection is God's protection. Always remember that. Rejection is God's protection. You can't go back to these things if they serve you in the future. Or Malika, um, you can clear your energy simply by prayer, meditation. If you use things like Palo Santo, um, sage, incense, for instance, if you want to clear the energy in your home, the only thing you have to do is take your shoes off. Start at the back of your home. You can use prayer. Um, Read the 23rd Psalm. Go through your house, speak it, speak life over your house. Call on the Most High God to come into your home, come into your energetic space, even your body, and ask Him to clear your energy of anything that's no longer serving your highest good. Um, Things like that. So it's not nothing. I don't want you guys to think that it's hard to clear your energy. I don't want you guys to think that you have to go out and buy products. You can use things that you already have at home. You can make spiritual baths. You can when you're making your spiritual baths, you can use Epsom salt. It's all about the intention. We want to set intentions. We want to be intentional. Um, right when like let me go back. Let me go back to the clearing. Go through your home, pray in your home, ask the Most High God to come into your home, release any and all energy no longer serving your highest good. Start it, like I said, start from the back, go through every room, every corner of every room. And when you get to the front of your house, open up your door, let that energy go out and ask the Most High God to allow that fresh, new energy to come into your house. When you're clearing your house, you also want to make sure that you crack a window. Keep that window open for at least 20 minutes and allow that energy to be released, especially if you're using things like incense, Palo Santo, sage, anything that you're going to have to burn. Always make sure there's ventilation in the area where you are. When we clearing out our bodies, we can use water, washing your hands. Every time you wash your hands, ask the Most High God to help you clear that energy out your body. Because especially when we're working and we're being around people, we're picking up energy from the environment. We're picking up on energy of the people around us. We're picking up energy from the foods that we eat. So we're always picking up energy. We're picking up energy from our cell phones. We're picking up energy when we're on social media. And our bodies collect that energy. So we have to get that energy out our body so that we'll be able to tell what energy is our energy and what energy belongs to somebody else or the environment. When you're taking a shower, you don't necessarily have to take a bath when you're doing a spiritual bath. You can get your favorite body wash. Set an intention over your body wash that when you use this body wash that your energy will be cleansed. When you're taking a shower, allow that water to wash over you. Allow that energy to imagine that energy being washed from your body and going down the drain. You can use, like I said, you can use your favorite body wash. You can use Epsom salt. You can put baking soda in your water. You can put essential oils in your water. Light a candle in your bathroom, but create that spa-like feeling in your home, that relaxing feeling. At the end of this message, I'm going to do a meditation with you guys. Whoever wants to participate can participate, but if you don't want to participate, you don't have to participate. Yes, sis, open. Talk to the Most High God. Talk to the Most High God in the shower. Um, that's why I have my best conversations, to be honest. With the Most High God, I have conversations and I meditate while I'm in the shower. Um, but the song, let me see, did I talk about body aches? We may be feeling body aches at this time. Um, Things going on in our backs. Um, it's kind of like our nervous system. Our nervous system is cleansing itself out as well. Our bodies are trying to catch up with our spirits and catch up with our souls. Um, Excuse me. See, see, it's The cold trying to come up. Let me drink some water. Excuse me. That's another thing. Continuously drink a lot of water. Water is our best friend. I don't like water, but I know that water is our best friend. Yes, crying is a form of cleansing. Yes, Sis Malika, it's a form of cleansing. Do not be afraid to cry when we're feeling emotions, mad, sad, happy, afraid, when we're feeling these emotions, whatever emotion it is, these are valid emotions. So allow yourself to feel these emotions. Allow them to come up, feel them, cry it out, scream it out, whatever you got to do to release this energy and move forward. It's nothing wrong with crying. I always tell my clients, crying, tears, those are our silent prayers to the Most High God, and He's gonna help us cleanse. Yes, you cleansing when you cry, and it is one of the best forms of cleansing, Sister Mel. So do not be ashamed to cry. Do not be ashamed to be sad. Do not be afraid to feel hurt. It's okay. It's a valid emotion. All of our emotions are valid. And we need those things. Sometimes when the Most High God brings things up that gets us emotional or gets us sad, these are things that He wants us to heal. That's why He brings it up so that we can deal with these emotions because we know sometimes we don't want to feel things, especially when we're sad and we angry because we feel ashamed. But it's nothing to be ashamed of when these emotions and these feelings come up. Grand afternoon, Sister Amazing Grace. Love, light, and healing to you and your family, love. Thanks for joining us in the chat. It's okay to be a crybaby. It's okay to cry. It's totally okay. I'm a crybaby too because I'm empathic and I'm very sensitive to the environment. I'm sensitive to the environment. I'm sensitive to other people. I'm sensitive to animals. So if I'm in a room, I normally feel every emotion in a room. I can feel I can feel things that the average person may not necessarily feel. So I could feel when the next person is sad. I can feel when the next person is angry. I can feel when there's animosity in a room, even when those words aren't being spoken. But you that's why I said we have to cleanse our energy so that we know which energies are ours and which energies belong to those outside factors. You can tell the difference between your emotion and an outside emotion if that feeling is just strong. It's like an intense feeling to where it's kind of like it feels kind of like an anxious energy. But if an energy is anxious, sometimes it's not necessarily your energy. It might be energy that you're picking up from another person. It can even be the energy that we pick up from food because we have to remember, especially when we're eating animal products, not all not all animals excuse me you guys, not all animals are killed humanely when they're being killed for us to consume. Sometimes these animals may be scared at that moment when they're being killed, or they may be sad because of the environment they've been raised in. But when we get ready to eat that food, we're going to feel that emotion. That's why we are supposed to pray over our food right before we eat it. Grand afternoon, Crystal. Love, light, and healing, and happy holidays to you and the family, love. So we have to be mindful and we have to be careful of the things that we're putting into our bodies. Now, going back to the channel message, um, I had three channel songs that came up. One of them was DMX Flipping. The second one was Can You Stand the Rain by New Edition. And the third song was Still in Love with You by New Edition. So, Slipping, when we're talking about that song, I know some of you guys have heard that song before. Listen to that song. DMX was a prophet, even though people may not look at him as a prophet, but he was a prophet. He was also a seer. As seers, as prophets, we see things that the average person can't see. We can see things that are going on around us. We can feel things, like I said, that's going on around us. So in that song, he talked about, which I haven't heard the song in a long time. I can just hear bits and pieces of it playing in my head, and I'm not going to play it because I don't want this message to be copyrighted. I'm not going to play none of the songs. But at this time of the year, this with the weather changing, there's going to be a lot of isolation. People are more prone to being depressed at this time of the year. So, you guys, another thing, side note, please check on your strong friends. Check on everybody. Check on your loved ones. Check in on them. Ask them if they okay, even if they don't want to talk about what they're going through. Still talk to them and let them know that you're there for them when they get ready to talk. Always let people know that you support them and you love them because you never know what the next person is going through. So we want to be empathetic and we want to be mindful of how we treat people. Um, like I said, with this energy and during the winter time, during the cold season, a lot of times we can't get out like we could get out in summertime or the springtime because of the cold weather. And cold weather, it with cold weather comes colds, um, body aches and pains, especially if your body is sensitive. That cold air is going to make you feel pain. So, and I'm gonna leave the mental health national number, which I'm not gonna say the other word because I don't want to get flagged. I'm gonna leave that in the comments. But you could be feeling things. You could be feeling overwhelmed, of sense of loss, hopelessness, like do, you can't handle the things that's going on. But always remember that things that are going on in your life, they're happening for you. Even though they're happening to you, they're happening for you. If the Most High God brought you to this experience, know that He is going to get you out of the experience because He's never going to put no more on you than He knows you can bear. And the Most High God knows what all of us can bear because we are His children and He built us. So He knows. He knows this journey. He knows what we're going to go through before we even go through it. And He's already equipped us to be able to get through these things. Stay in the Word. If you read your Bible when you're feeling these negative, overpowering emotions. Change those emotions. We have to retrain our brain. Replace that negative emotion with a positive affirmation. Excuse me. Retrain yourself to think when those negative things come up. Okay, I can deal with that. I am a master manifester. I am abundant. I am loved by the Most High God. We want to say things like that. We don't, because we don't want to allow our brains and our minds and the enemy to play with us and play with our minds, because the enemy is about chaos and confusion. And the way that he can get through to us is our mind. So he likes to place illusions on certain things. Um, can you stand the rain? That also talks about it. Um, the Most High God puts us through tests. He wants to build our character. So he's going to test us every now and then to see if we've learned the lesson that he is trying to get to us. Excuse me, you guys. That he's trying to get us to learn so that he can get us. My apologies, you guys. I didn't want to cough in y'all ear. But he's going to prepare us to see before he takes us to the next part of our journey. He wants to see if we're prepared to deal with those things that come with the next stage of our journey. Thank you, sis. Open. Thank you for joining us in Love, Light, and Healing, babes. He wants to know that we're going to be able to deal with those things that we have to face in that new phase of our journey. As the saying says, new levels, new devils. There's always going to, each time you elevate, there's always going to be something else that's going to come up in that elevation phase. Because we're constantly, like I said, we're constantly transforming. We're constantly going through a rebirth. We're constantly going through a death of the ego. And when I say death of the ego, we all have an ego, and our ego is to help us be strong. Our ego is to help us deal with things that are going on in our lives. And our ego can also be, there are also negative aspects of our ego where we don't want to release, we don't want to take accountability. And those are things, these are lessons that the Most High God wants us to learn. He wants us to be able to take accountability when we're wrong. None of us are perfect. We're all going to make mistakes on this journey. And I personally don't even look at them as mistakes. I look at them as learning phases. You guys could also, like I said, with the still in love with you, you could have let some people, places, things go in this last season, and these people still want to hold on to you. These can include lovers. People could still have old lovers, old friends trying to hold on to you. But sometimes you have to let these things go. And they have to let these things go so that they could be able to move forward also. Because we have to understand on this journey, people that come into our lives, whether they're in our lives for a long period of time or just a period of time, we're here to teach each other lessons. That's why the Most High God puts us in each other's lives, to teach each other lessons. And once you learned your lesson, the Most High God may move you forward. And you might not necessarily take those people, places, and things with you, because you can't take everybody with you. You have to move forward so you can get to the next phase, so you can learn the next lesson on that journey, or teach the next person that you come across that lesson. Now, moving forward, we're talking about the year of the horses, 2026. When we talk about horses, we talk about speed, we talk about instinct, we talk about power, we're talking about freedom. Freedom, the freedom to be able to make decisions moving forward. And when we're making these decisions, being able to make these decisions confidently because we trust our intuition. But you wouldn't know that you trust your intuition if you haven't gone through some things and you haven't been able to get through those certain things that you've gotten through. The Most High God loves us. The Most High God is a God of love. The Most High God is not only love, but He is a God of unconditional love. And if you don't believe in the Most High God, then it's whatever higher power that you believe in that's positive, because I only work with light energy. I'm not going to say I only work with light energy because we all have light and dark. There is no positive without negative. And we learn that in school. And you can look at your body. I mean, I'm saying your body. So something is significant about somebody's body. Um, when you look at a battery, whether it's a battery in your car, a battery in your remote control, there is positive on the battery and there is negative on the battery. So, like I said, there is no positive without negative. There is no dark without light. We wouldn't have a shadow if the sun or a light didn't shine on us. So, please, you guys, understand that nobody is perfect. We all have a light side. We all have our dark side. But it's all about duality, being able to stay balanced in those in ourselves. Know thyself is what I'm hearing. But vitality, we're like I said, we release things in 2025 so that when we get into 2026 we'll be able to move forward confidently, moving with our instinct. Our lives are being revitalized. Our minds, our bodies, our spirits, our souls, everything is being revitalized. That's why we do the healing. I spoke about that earlier. Grand afternoon, treated by P. Oh, excuse me, treated by Pooh. Love, light, and healing to you and your family. Love and happy holidays. Thank you for joining me on the slide this afternoon. But you have to have a healthy mind, body, spirit, and soul in order to get through and navigate through all of these energies that we are experiencing at this time and the energies that we will be experiencing. Um, the year of the horses, a lot of us are going to be moving forward because 2025 could have had us in kind of like a stagnated where you felt like you weren't moving forward. You are moving forward. And a lot of us are going to start seeing things picking up. We know horses are fast if we think about the horse races. Horses are fast. The speed, things are going to be moving in the speed of light. And remember, at the beginning of the message, I said that time is fluid, energy is fluid. So, our ancestors, the Most High God, they don't see time. We're the only ones that sees time. Like I said, time is an illusion. So things are always working out around us. The Most High God is always working on things for us in the background, even when we don't see it, even when it doesn't look like things are moving forward for us. Just know that these things are happening. It's just the Most High God have to clear the path for us before He can get us where He needs us to be. So I don't want you guys going into 2026. I don't want you guys to take any guilt, any shame, any ill feelings, any negative emotions. Not saying that these things aren't going to come up, excuse me, but we want to continuously be releasing these things, continuously healing these things, giving ourselves our flowers, patting ourselves on the back, telling yourself that you've done good. Doing good, if it's just you being able to get up out of the bed every morning, just know you have accomplished something. So congratulate yourself, because sometimes that's the best we can do for ourselves in that moment, especially if we're going through things at that time. But in ending the message, do you guys have any questions about spirituality that you would like for me to answer before I go I show y'all this release? I'm gonna give it about 1 minute, and if I don't see any questions in the chat, then I'm going to do a release with you guys. Okay, Sis Mel, I'm going back over the comments. I'll leave the messages in the comments. You're always welcome. Aretha, you're always welcome. Treated by Pooh. Okay, I'm going to do this meditation with you guys, and this is to show you guys how to clear your energy so that you can clear your energy on your own. You don't have to go to nobody to pay somebody to clear your energy. You can do it on your own. This channel is all about teaching and motivating you guys to move forward and heal on your journeys. Okay. I want you guys to close your eyes, and I'm going to be doing the exercise just like y'all doing the exercise for those who want to participate. But you're going to close your eyes, and we're going to take a deep breath in and release. Deep breath in, release. Now, when we do the third um, cycle of breathing in, I want you guys to breathe in and count to 5 in your head. You're going to breathe in for 5 seconds. You're going to hold for 5 seconds. And then you're going to release on a count of 5. So we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose. Hold it. And release. We're going to breathe in. And as we're breathing in this time, you're going to breathe in positive energy. And as you breathe it in this positive energy, I want you guys to visualize this positive energy coming into your body and covering all of the negative energy, and see this energy being released. So get ready. Okay, breathe in positive energy. Hold and allow that positive energy to overtake the negative energy from our minds, our bodies, our spirits, our souls, from the top of your head all the way to the bottom of your feet, and release. And you guys can open your eyes. Grand evening, Sis Golden. Love, light, and healing to you and the family, love. Happy holidays, and thank you for joining me and the collective for this message. But I have enjoyed the chat with you guys today. Thank you, everyone who joined me in the live. Thank you, Sis Mel. Thank you, Sis Crystal. Thank you, Sis Open. Thank you, Sis Aretha. Let's see who else? Because I don't want to leave anybody out. Thanks, Treated by Pooh. Thanks, Sis Amazing Grace. And thank you, Sis Malika, for joining us. I love each and every one of you guys. And I send love, light, and healing. Thank you, Sis Amazing Grace. I love you. I send, excuse me, love, light, healing to everyone and your family's love. And in case no one told you today, Lotus loves you guys. Thank y'all. And I'll see y'all soon.